I mean, I want to hop out. I want to crack some landing gear. I want to pull the pin. I mean, I want to do all the goods. What's up? Good. How are you, man? Good to see you.
Yeah, you too, brother.
Been a while, huh?
Yeah, it sure has, man.
I hear we're going for a ride, huh?
We are, man.
We're going trucking?
Here's the key. You got a CDL, right?
I don't think we're going to get too far.
There you go.
Is she on there?
I like a clean windshield because that's how I make my money, is staring out that thing all day, you know? You know, I don't go home every night. I don't go home every week. I don't go home every 2 weeks. I go home once a month, man. And you know, it's my weekend I've been looking forward to for a month or two to spend with my girlfriend in Tahoe.
Yeah.
You know?
I think people want to feel like they're part of something bigger and better. And I might snooze for a couple of seconds.
Sure, man.
Way back. Yeah, I'm gonna reverse roles. Let him have the, a nice hotel room, and I'll take the truck. Just a driver.
Man,
That's my biggest pet peeve.
I've driven through tornadoes, dust storms, fog, rain, blizzard, fires. Pretty much any kind of thing Mother Nature can throw at you. And I said, I'll just be out here moving America, one truckload at a time. He's probably seen it all. I mean, he's in the positions he's been in. He's gotten feedback from drivers in probably every conceivable situation possible. So I don't know that he'll see anything he hasn't seen.
Man, I weigh 300 pounds. Oh wait, I already do weigh 300 pounds. What's that?
Okay, are we ready to order, or do we need another minute?
Probably another minute or two.
I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you have a veggie burger?
A veggie burger? Well, the only thing we'd have close to it would be the build-your own.
Oh, there's a veggie patty,
Yeah.
Man, I love breakfast. That looks good.
I'm a breakfast guy every once in a while.
I could eat
I never
breakfast
really
any
eat breakfast.
Oh, really?
But then on the weekends and stuff, it's like I really get my breakfast bill usually. Here's my wife with my little two at a school thing.
Wow, man, she's
Well,
beautiful. And those are your kids too?
Yeah, that's
Man, that's a
my
healthy-
two youngest ones.
Healthy, beautiful family.
And your girlfriend's in Virginia Beach?
Yeah, I met her online.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, that's the only way, because
I was gonna say, how do you meet somebody with, staying in the truck all the time, right?
yeah, I use technology, man. I do internet dating, and
What I've learned in 9 years of truck driving is fostering a good relationship with the driver manager. I mean, it's all about relationships, and a lot of that is based on the driver's attitude, and just rolling with things. Some days are highly productive days, and other days are down days, and I like to take advantage of that and get some recreation in, get some extra rest, catch up with friends, and not scream at my driver manager because I don't have a load assignment that day. I just use that day to balance my life out,
All right, Derek. I just discovered that truck stop toilet paper is the worst toilet paper you could ever imagine. Am I telling you something you already knew or didn't know? I think sometimes, and I grew up in a trucking family, and but I'm not out there doing it every day, and I feel like I got a pretty good sense of what you guys do, what you go through. But then this is even good for me, just because it's like, the daily things of showering at a truck stop or wherever, or, waiting in line to do this and that, and just everything. Everyday things that it's just 10 times more difficult than most people realize.
The thing I'm most proud about in 9 years is pretty much an impeccable driving record. It's safe. And I go to get my MVR, my motor vehicle report, every year. No violations found. So, but I'm humble every second, because that could change it a split second. So I met a guy that's in charge of, he's just a driver, he's in charge of...
Time out.
What?
Just a driver. I don't. That is
okay.
like my biggest.
Thank you, man.
That's
I
my
appreciate
biggest
that.
pet peeve.
Cool. Thanks for the correction. I appreciate that.
And let me tell you what I do. I teach about every month. We have new non-driving employees come to Phoenix from all over the country, and we talk about our drivers and making the driver's experience great. Whoever touches a driver should make sure that that driver's experience is great, whether you're payroll or billing, or if they have a driver call you, you need to make that driver's experience great, right? And so I tell them in there though, and that's why I stopped you, because I'll tell you, I was like, if any of you in here, if I ever hear somebody say, "Oh well, he's just a driver," I'm like, I'm gonna come unglued.
Yeah.
Because there's no such thing as just a driver. Because now you're telling me that you're putting yourself better than one of our people who worked their butts off and sacrificed their lives on the road, and they're just a driver. See, this is where I'd have a hard time, like driving like these wide open roads. And
Yeah, what I do, I drive 100 miles, and then I make myself some herbal tea or have a snack, and I take about a half-hour break, and then I go between 100 and 200 miles, and then I'll exercise or take my shirt off, get some sunshine, and then, you know, as long as you average 400 miles a day for every day you're out, you know, you're in pretty good shape, you know.
So we're almost to the 20, aren't we? Cut across.
Yeah, that road's gnarly right there.
Yeah.
That 20,
That
man.
can be pretty.
Damn, it can look great down here. You get to the top of that sucker, man, and it can be a whole nother.
I've been on that before in a car, obviously, but
Yeah.
it could be pretty gnarly up there, huh?
Shoot, that's a windy, narrow. Yeah, I don't mind passing that at all. When I was talking to Mike, he said we were going to stay in Vegas tonight, and I said, cool, we don't got to go over 20. If you feel like stopping, rest area, get out and stretch our legs for a minute, maybe use the men's room. There's the rest area just before we drop down the hill into St. George up on top there. So
Yeah, I'm with you.
let's do it.
If you're going to hold it, I have to hold it. If you're going to stop, I'll stop. But
long as you're holding your own, we're good.
right? It is going to feel good to stretch our legs a little bit, though, huh?
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, don't get old, TJ.
I'm already feeling it, bud.
You finished with the drink? I'll toss it or unless you want to save it.
Oh, no, we'll throw it away.
Okay, I'll toss it there. I'm just gonna lace up these.
Yeah. Hold me accountable for cleaning up my own mess.
No, We're set here.
We must be living right, Derek.
Eating right, living good.
Look at that. We can get us chips if
Grandma's
we want to.
cookies and some Skittles. That'll get us to Vegas. Yeah.
You want anything?
I'm good. Trying to quit, man.
Really?
Trying to quit.
Me too. Sometimes. Time Mountain Dew. Oh. Beautiful
Nice,
night
Yeah.
in December.
Man, look at that snazzy truck, huh?
It's a good looking truck.
See if you like that. That's.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good on snacks. I just wanted to drink. Really.
Oh, you sure?
Oh yeah. Now's when we need our Willie Nelson on the road again.
There we go. I always just do a little light check, you know, when I'm. We'll have a port of entry, the Utah port of entry, about 45 miles down the road here.
Okay.
Do a little serpentine here, make sure our side markers are working, blinkers are working. Good shape.
Good shape?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Should warm up about 10 degrees when we drop down into St. George. And I was there, I bumped the dock, and I was there for 6 hours, and they hadn't even put the lift gate down. And I called after hours and said, you know what, I got here about when my 14-hour was just about done, you know. Yeah. And I've been here for 6 hours. I need somewhere I know where I can get some sleep and something to eat. And I got livid. I was like, man, I can't work for a company that wants me to, after my 14 hours up, and then I stay at a dock for 6 hours, and then they say I should have stayed there after I told them. And then you lined me up. I never seen magic like this happen in the industry. You lined me up with 5 or 6 awesome pre-planned loads, all like 1,000 mile. That was unbelievable. You were like,
that was me.
It seems like Knight trains their driver managers. It seems like, from my point of view, to focus on the solution rather than the problem. I think the driver, we tend to focus on the problem, you know, and I think it's best to focus on the solution.
But see, the problem is hitting you directly in the pocket, and that's why I think it's so easy for a driver to focus on the problem.
Yeah.
Because it is a problem. It's how am I going to put food on my family's table this week?
Right.
That's a big problem.
I'm happy. Terminal manager, the safety guy, Dustin, operation manager, Coda, and my driver manager, Tyson, top notch, man. I don't think you could ask for anyone that could be more qualified, you know. So that makes my life. I call once a week, talk to my driver manager. That's about all you know. You think you might want the bunk heater on in the morning?
Maybe.
Okay, so you got to go. You get it to the heat, and then you got to press on, and then you have to set it. Yeah,
how do you turn off this light up here?
When the door shuts, but...
okay, so then I just put these on like normal, like we were doing earlier?
Yeah, yep. That light, you got this one here, or, you know, the one I showed you there. And I'll keep my phone on for
I
little bit.
Should make sure I have your cell number in my phone.
Yeah, in case you got it, like, hey, how the hell you turn this off or on, or... You want that window cracked a little bit, or you want it...
Just a little. However you normally crack it.
Okay, yeah, I just do just a little bit like that, you know. All right on. Thanks for lunch and dinner, TJ, in the room, and
you betcha. Thanks for
good company.
Let me invade your space here.
Oh man, my pleasure. Yeah,
so,
it's an honor, man.
Hey, I'm glad we're doing it. It's a good deal.
Cool.
So. All right, bud.
Closest I'll ever get to the big boys, the big shots, man.
I wouldn't say that. 10:50 now, our time. And we're gonna leave here at 7 a.m. our time, so 6 o'clock here. So I'll be up at 5.
Okay.
So be over here about 5:45 local time.
Perfect.
So it's about 15 minutes before we get our hours. And
yep.
Does that work?
Sounds good.
5:45 local time.
5:45. We'll see you then.
All right, brother.
All right, sleep well, man.
Thanks. I'm gonna sure try. No. Pretty busy yard tonight. This is home. My home terminal. Hopefully my badge works at my home terminal. How long you been with Knight?
Maybe about 30 days, maybe 32, 33 days.
Okay.
Yep. I do port services.
Oh, cool.
Yep, I love it.
So you gonna go over there to container yard over to Rancho?
I'm on my way. I'm on my way to McFarland, California.
Oh, okay.
And from there, I gotta. I think I might have to double check where I take the container to.
Okay. Everybody's helping you out okay and getting you acclimated?
Yeah.
Well, good. Oh, hi, I'm TJ.
CJ, Cornell Johnson.
All right. Right on, man. Good to meet you. Have a good one. All right. Somebody's just in here. Everything's good. There's a chair to put our bag on. That's a good thing. What I like to look for. Like the shower works probably with this.
Thanks. I find a lot of strength in my wife. She's just a remarkable individual. She's been my saint.
Wasn't the most awesome shower I've ever taken, but wasn't too bad. Definitely gives me personally a whole new appreciation for what our drivers do and what they go through at our terminals. Because yeah, I realized I wasn't as prepared as I thought I was going in and have my shower bag ready. There was shampoo and soap that was right there around the corner. But yeah, it's just it's a whole different experience that you know, many of us I think that just aren't used to. And so it's, you know, the thing that hit me while I was in there is man, I don't know that I could do this every single day. It takes a special breed of person to do it. So pretty awesome. No, I think we could definitely use more camaraderie between our fleets and our service centers, because I do hear that every once in a while about waving at other night trucks, night refrigerated trucks, whatever the case may be as they drive by. You know, sometimes they feel like they're more friendly there than others. Pretty eye-opening when you're experiencing it firsthand instead of just listening to it secondhand, you know? All right, I guess it's time to close off my curtains and hit the sack. See you in the morning. Lay back, cool off, and hit the hay. $5:30? Really? Wasn't too bad. Is there a truck right next to me? 300 open up parking spots in a place, and a guy rolls up right next to me in the middle of the night. I slept, but wasn't like home in my own bed, that's for sure. Then you lay here and you think, gosh, man, you know, my wife's at home, my kid's at home, laying here on a 2x4 or whatever he's got under here, and in a sleeping bag, and man, really it makes you appreciate what you have, and really the sacrifice that these guys make, seriously.
Good afternoon, TJ. You sleep all right in there?
Oh, it's still last night. As far as I'm concerned. Is it morning, really? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I thought that was not that bad. It'd been nicer than therapeutic for you, man.
Yeah, what do you have in here? Like a 2x4 this thing? Yeah, I turn over and I'm like, he's got a piece of wood in this thing. How does he sleep on this thing? I mean, this is the hardest bed I've ever seen.
Yeah, I keep the 3/4 inch sheet of plywood on the bunk so I can do exercises, stretching, yoga.
Hats off to you, man.
Really? Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
doing this day in, day out.
Yeah, this has been my home for 9 years.
Yeah.
For total. I saw this YouTube video that went viral. This lady that lived in Manhattan, and she had a super small space. And I started doing the square footage on here, and I'm like, well, it's about the same, you know? We're good on fuel. So, alrighty.
I was teasing earlier a little bit about, like, these guys
you know, we came in last night, there's tons of parking spots, and it's like, oh, we park all the way at the end, nobody will be next to us, and
Yeah,
I gotta wake up, there's 2 guys right next to us.
Yeah.
But then you walk around, it's like a ton more trucks came in last night.
Yeah.
So it's like, no, they needed to park down there by us.
Yeah.
There's a ton more trucks that came in, even after 11, 12 o'clock last night when we finally.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, they roll in all the time, man.
So in the bathroom inside, the paper towel
Hold
dispenser.
your knee up so you get the gate here. We got 1.5 miles before we got to jump on 515 south.
I think people want to feel like they're part of something bigger and better, and that they're contributing to the overall success of the most successful trucking company, in my opinion, that's ever existed. You know, and really the numbers back that statement up for the most part, Sure. And so it's like, man, we don't just, like, I always kind of relate it back to like professional sports or something where, if I'm going to play football for a living and for my career, I take pride in the team I play for or whatnot, man, I'd rather play for the world champions than, than just some little team,
Yeah.
that where they're not committed to giving you the right personnel, they don't really care about the championship, it's just a business to them. Whereas it's like here, it's like, man, it takes a lot to win, it takes a lot to be on top, but it takes even more to stay on top. I mean, how many teams can repeat year after year after year, in championships because it's so tough, and trucking's really no different, and
I try to make the best use of my time at every given moment. Like if I'm at a ship or a receiver, I'll usually just try to just have kind of an art to get them to give you a ballpark time without agitating them, just kind of in a subtle way, kind of get a feel for how long they need to unload. If it's going to be a couple hours, then I'll try and do some exercising because I can't do that while I'm riding, going down the road. Or if they say, man, I'm going to have you done in 20 minutes to a half hour, well, then I'm going to make me lunch or breakfast or dinner in that time. It's not enough time to really take a nap but it's a good time it's enough time to make myself a sandwich or something. So, alrighty, sounds good. We'll talk to you soon, man. You're welcome. Bye.
Mr. Coda?
Yeah, he's taking damn good care of me, man. He can get stuff done, Shut off.
I hate to do it to you guys, but I might have to pee in the next hour and a half.
Okay.
Some ways it went fast, and other ways it went slow, right?
Yeah. I appreciate the lunch and dinner and the Hampton Inn. That's get spoiled, man. I'll see right in here, huh?
My pleasure.
So I'll swing in this next one.
Oh, there we are. Hey,
Pleasure.
it's been awesome, man. It really has.
Cool. All
I
right.
appreciate everything you do, everything you're doing. But seriously, call me if you need me.
Very well. Will
Ever.
do.
Ever. So,
Thank you, TJ.
good luck with the girlfriend.
All right. Awesome.
Tell your
Thank
mom
you.
I said hello also.
I will. Absolutely.
So,
She'll be happy to hear that.
well, good. I hope she's doing well, and tell her that if she ever needs anything to let us know as well. So,
Okay.
All right,
Very
buddy.
good. All right.
Thanks, man.
Hope you have a nice weekend planned.
Hey, you too, and of course, be careful, right? And make sure that team up there takes care of you, especially that brother of mine. Okay.
Okay. You got it.
All right, bud.
Thank you now.
Thanks. I usually get hot, so I might roll down the window a little bit once in a while. You all right with that?
Anyway, I put a little heat on my feet is all, and this, you can close those heat vents
Oh, okay.
to the 0, And if you're too warm or whatever, just tell me.
I like it. I like the warmth that comes up, but then sometimes the fresh air. So.
That's exactly what
That
I
how you
like.
do it?
I like my feet warm and fresh air to breathe. That's exactly like I like.
We may go teaming after this whole deal.
Absolutely.
You're like, nope.